Okay, welcome to the Gentherm introduction on the Hemotherm heater cooler. First and foremost, I'd like to take you for a little bit of a tour around the device. Then we're going to talk about some of the use cases for this device. First and foremost, on the side of the device is a simple on-off toggle. In addition to this side of the device, you also have a remote control. You'll notice at startup, it looks like a potentially is an error message. It is not. It is not F1LL. It is fill. That means it's filling the internal circuits and running its tests to make sure the device is safe and ready for patient use. You'll notice as we continue around the device, looking down here, this is an air intake grate. That air intake is bringing air from the operating room theater into it, and then it exhausts down. Often customers ask us if this is an exhaust for fears that this is exhausting potential microscopic organisms towards the surgical field. It is not. This is simply air intake. There is no exhaust coming from here. It pulls air in and exhausts down. When you look at the manifold, there's two sides to the device. There's a single pump and a hemotherm. There's two sides to this device. There's a hot side, which has a temperature range of 25 to 42 degrees Celsius, and a cool side, which has a temperature range of 3 degrees to 32 degrees Celsius. So I have selected the cool setting. You can see the light is lit in the cool indicator, showing that is pumping water at 22 degrees Celsius on its way to my temperature set point of 3 degrees. We can also toggle back and forth. You can see here the pressure kick on. If I go to the heat side, now it's just hot water going through a heat exchanger. And now it's going to go to the higher setting. As we go around the device and look into the water reservoirs, the hot side, which is simply just a heat exchanger, holds up to 6 quarts of water. The cold side, you can tell by the coils, holds 8 quarts of water. There are physical barriers to prevent the air from escaping into the OR theater. There's the first is the lid, which I showed you. Second is the containers on top. And then you have access to your water. So your fill is from the top. Again, it's 86 liters. Cover to keep air this water from escaping out into the theater in spots where you don't want it to go. Again, we talk about the temperature range. In addition, on the manifold, you have high, low temperature indicators. You have high, low water indicators, and high, power failure indicators on the side here. We go around here. This is a blank plate. This is access for your biomed team to get into the guts of the device to do their PM service. It's important to note this device is a 16 amp pull, so it needs a dedicated 20 amp outlet to make sure that you don't trip the power in your operating room. So again, it does pull a lot of energy at 16 amperages, and it needs dedicated 20. Otherwise, you will trip the switch during your case, which is ugly. The other thing is it does pump a tremendous amount of water. This pushes 3.5 gallons per minute of water